Trump breaking news. Torn 20's undecided voters will decide Trump or Harris. The late economist and U.S. Ambassador John Kenneth Galbraith said, "Politics is the art of selecting between the disastrous and the unpalatable." You probably know where most of your family, friends, and coworkers stand on November's disastrous or distasteful decision. Let you decide who's who. Not everyone has spoken out. Everyone asks me, how could somebody be undecided? With RFK Jr. out of the presidential race, why would anyone vote for a third-party candidate? Are voters still torn between Harris and Trump? We searched the August USA Today/Suffolk University national poll of likely voters for answers. What prevented third-party and undecided voters from voting for former President Donald Trump and Vice President Kamala Harris? With 2 months till Election Day, 75 respondents, 8%, either uncertain or choosing third-party candidates as their first and second choices. That's nearly twice Harris and Trump's current gap. Harris leads Trump 47.6% to 43.3%. Sign up to vote, USA Today Elections Team text. More, Kamala Harris leads Trump debate with energy, overall reason? USA Today Washington Bureau Chief Susan Page characterized the data. Likely voters are holding back from Harris largely because they don't know enough about her, and those same people are holding back from Trump because they know too much about him. 55 of these 75 respondents live in red or blue states where their vote won't matter. I call the 20 swing state responses the torn 20. In these states, every vote counts, and each poll responder may represent hundreds or thousands of probable voters with similar views. For each torn 20, I provide home state, gender, party, age, and reasons, in their own words, for not voting for Harris or Trump in the table below. Who might they pick? Be the judge. This table is not quantitative. It is a qualitative study of swing state voters who have said they will vote but not for Harris or Trump. We can only record a respondent's thoughts and study their voting characteristics as pollsters, but we must not generalize or make unjustified conclusions from potential voters' statements. These people explaining why they are holding back from Harris and Trump could decide the 2024 election. Whichever campaign finds a way to win these votes over the next 8 weeks wins. This election comes down to that. It involves a mix of argument preparation, political strategy, dialectical behavior psychology, and luck. See what we see. Pollsters and candidates in 2024 must measure the terrible and unpleasant. Suffolk University Political Research Center head David Paleologos, Donald Trump and Kamala Harris want Pennsylvania more than any other state because their strongest electoral college strategy depend on it. With polls showing a deadlocked race, we interviewed 12 Pennsylvanians for our New Times Opinion Focus Group, nonpartisan 2020 voters who favored Joe Biden or Mr. Trump. The group favored Ms. Harris, although her support was weak. Few participants could make a compelling case for voting for her. Offered their concerns about the country, especially the economy, they want a candidate to rally around, but she hasn't offered enough details about how she would cut expenditures. It feels like break my arm or break my leg, said 63-year-old 2020 Biden voter George. I can't comprehend voting for a felon who says on day one he's going to be a dictator and has a list of 5,000 people he'll replace in the government. I observe her liberalness and flip-flopping. Want to discuss Pennsylvania fracking? All of us are fracking. Trump supporters regarded him as a businessman, while opponents saw him as a child. Making him seem little rather than a threat may be working for the Harris team. Ms. Harris is untested. I don't remember Harris during Biden's term. So she's okay, said 34-year-old 2020 Biden voter Lania K., a 61-year-old Biden voter, said Harris was basically non-existent in the last 4 years. Ms. Harris risks that Lania and K won't be dedicated voters by Election Day, while Mr. Trump risks that his experience makes him unfit, as George noted. Economic concerns and abortion seem to be driving issues in Pennsylvania, and Mr. Trump led our group on economic issues and Ms. Harris on reproductive rights.